Good morning, everybody. Brian, your local mortgage guy, coming to you today, talking to you about getting pre-qualified to purchase a home. Getting pre-qualified is actually not that difficult. It doesn't take that terribly much time either. It's more a question of how you want to do it. Now, I'm going to give you some slides that show you some basic information about what all is involved with getting pre-qualified to purchase your home. Now, when you start looking at this, just remember, this will be available to you. You can go back and reference on the video. Also, your local mortgage guy is here to help you get your information in and get you qualified. And if you can't be pre-qualified yet, we're here to help you also find out what's wrong and try to help you fix it. Now, let's start with the slides and go from there. Now that we're getting ready to embark on our new home purchase, one of the first things we need to do is get pre-qualified. That's the most important thing you can do now, is get yourself pre-qualified. We're going to start covering the steps as to how you're going to do that right now. The first thing I want you to notice on this slide is how much of your credit is made up of what. The very first thing you should notice is 35% of your credit score is made up of your payment history. And that's a point a lot of folks don't seem to understand. And by payment history, I mean if you're a day late on your payment, they will hit you for that. Whether it's a credit card or whatnot, it will still punish you for being late on your payment. The second most important thing is the amounts owed. So using easy numbers, if you owe $1,000 and you have $999 of your credit used, that's going to beat your credit score down also. So what you want to do is keep it at least half, if not even below that. If you can pay your credit cards off every month, that is a beautiful thing, because that will help bring your score up faster than anything. Now, you'll also notice that 15% of your score is made up of your credit history. That's in general how long you've had your credit. Now, say if it's a car and you've had a car for 2 years, then that matters. Or if it's a credit card and you've had the credit for 2 to 3 to 4 years, every year that passes, it helps build your strength a little bit. Unless, of course, you're being slow with your payments. Not a good idea. Pay on time. Now, when you look at this graph, this one's kind of important because most folks don't have any idea what the scores represent. If you look at the top, 780 to 850 represents the absolute best scores out there. Those folks, they qualify for most loans, almost all loans. If you look at the 740 to 779, they have very good credit scores. You usually qualify for the best interest rates. 720 to 739, you're above average, but you may face slightly higher credit rates. 680 to 719, you're average. 620 to 679, you're below average. 580 to 619, yes, you are poor. The next one below that, 520 to 579, it says very poor. Those are extremely challenging to get qualified for a loan. Now, there are things we can do to help you get your scores up. Sometimes it may take a little time, but it's worth working on, because if you just throw your hands up in the air at this stage, then you're going to really get frustrated as it goes on. The smart move is always try to keep improving your scores, and the best way to do that is to talk to someone like myself that can tell you what your scores are. You've heard me talking about helping you get your scores up. Well, here's a way, some of the ways we will help you try to get your scores up. And the most important thing is always pay your bills on time. Now, if you're sitting there looking at your significant other or someone else going, but we don't pay our bills on time, time to start. You'll be surprised. If you start paying your bills on time, your scores will slowly start improving. Notice it also says on the second line, pay down your credit card balances. That is extremely important also. So pay on time and pay down your credit card balances. If you can get them down to where you're paying them off every month, you're a king of the world. If you can get them below at least a half of whatever say you have a credit ability for $1,000 and you pay it down to $500, that'll help. Never max out your credit cards. That is a horrible thing to do, and it bites you. Pay off debt rather than moving it around. I know a lot of folks that brag about how they can move it around credit cards, and it works for them. More power to you. It does not work for scoring. Don't open more credit cards than you need. Again, a very big thing, because it hits you, because they figure you're going to use the bulk of that credit. Shop for loans within a focused period of time, which again, people will go out and they'll keep shopping for car loans, and every lot you go to may pull your credit 5 times with 5 of the same people, but it still counts as 5 different credit pulls each time they do it. The next thing is regularly check your credit report, which is very important because you may find an error on there. And some of these credit reporting agencies don't care. You have to go back and force their hand before they'll do the right thing. So these are all very important steps. Always pay your bills on time, Pay down your credit card balances. Never max out your credit cards. Pay off debt rather than moving it around. Don't open more credit cards than you need. Shop for loans within a focused period of time. Regularly check your credit report. Now again, this is all just to kind of give you a starting point and an idea of what we're looking at. The best thing to do is talk to your local mortgage guy to figure out where you stand and how we're going to help you get where you want to be. I had one young lady, it took her a couple of years, but when she did it, she was quite proud. It was because she had someone working against her, a former spouse that was just chewing her credit up. But when we got through with her, her score was high enough, she got her own loan, and she is still living quite happily in that home. So it is doable. It's just up to you, and we're here to help. Remember, contact your local mortgage guy, and my number is 251-616-0005. That number again, 251-616-0005. Brian, your local mortgage guy, and I can also be found at localmortgageguy@gmail.com. Localmortgageguy@gmail.com. I also have a web address, localmortgageguy.com. Gee, imagine that. Hope you're having a great day. Can't wait to see you on the next film. Remember, comments below. And if you look off over my left shoulder, that's where you see more and more of these videos popping up. Have a great day. Thank you.